Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Me and my sister are currently getting ready for day 3 of ACL. She ended up asking me a whole bunch of questions while we got ready. We low-key had to whisper just because everyone else in the house was still sleeping. But this is just a chill, sit down, get ready with me, so grab a snack and continue watching.
It's just 10 minutes of us patting our face.
Okay, Brooke's gonna ask me questions while we get ready for day 3 of
I really
ACL.
like this game.
Ready, go!
Who's your favorite YouTuber and why?
Favorite YouTuber is my fam. Just like watching her stuff. I think her stuff's really entertaining. And she's
the way she makes
and
her
she's
videos.
young as hell, which I think is crazy.
Slay. Okay, you have several cats and one dog. Cats or dogs?
Cats. I have an Australian Shepherd, so she's crazy. She's insane sometimes. And she's also really attached to me, so she doesn't do well with other people a lot of the time. Except my parents. She doesn't even like staying with my sister.
Because she doesn't really know me, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
you got her and then, like, I moved out, like, shortly after.
Yeah, so
So, like, we really haven't, like, spent a lot of time together.
she's a lot of work. My cats are chill. They're outside like barn cats, so they don't really do much. I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me questions, and someone asked how I got to Texas. So I was born in Scottsdale, Arizona, and then we moved over here for like 6, wasn't I?
Yeah, about that age.
Yeah, I wasn't 5. Yeah, I was like 6. We moved over here just because all of my mom's family lives over here and she wanted to be closer to them. So, I mean, there's not really much to it. That's why we moved over here. But I've lived obviously most of my life here in Texas, but I do remember a lot from Arizona. It was great. Loved it. Okay, next up, someone wanted to know how I got into powerlifting. Very active child. And then I was also a cheerleader in junior high and all the way through high school. And then as soon as I got into high school, the powerlifting coach convinced me to get into powerlifting because I was strong back then, even though I was literally like 97 pounds. Like, I was literally a twig. So he convinced me to start. I think
Insert picture here. No, for real.
I believe I started. Do you remember? It was freshman year, wasn't it?
I think
Or was
so.
it sophomore?
I don't know, one of those two. But you were fucking small.
I was
looking
very
back
tiny.
on it.
I believe it was my freshman year. I'm like pretty sure.
Like, I'm pretty sure that's what I would look like if I powerlifted.
Like, I was very tiny. And then, so I started freshman year, and then I did it all the way throughout high school. I was a regional qualifier all 4 years throughout high school. And then I was a state qualifier 2 years, my junior and my senior year. But my junior year, I couldn't go to state because of COVID. And then I went my senior year, and I placed 8th in the state. I tied 8th with like 4 other girls. And then after that, After I graduated, I took a break, and then I had a competition, I believe in April. I think it was April. And then I was supposed to have another one November 3rd. And if you're following my Instagram, then you know that I was in prep for it, but then it ended up getting canceled. So
Just find the reel with the really sad music.
yeah, find the reel with the really sad music and me being really dramatic, and you'll be able to find it. But yeah, right now I don't really know what I'm doing, to be honest with you. I was wanting to get into bodybuilding after my show in November. But now that it's canceled, I don't really know what the plan is. So how does that look?
Looks great.
You didn't even look.
Yes. That's good.
What was your favorite age growing up and why?
Was like 5.
It's fucking random.
I would say anywhere from
the time that I didn't have
from
to
the
do anything.
span that I was in Arizona. That would be my favorite age range.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I can like understand that. Actually,
Yeah.
because I was like,
Because I like surprisingly remember everything from when we lived over there. And like,
really, because I always hear memories and I'm just like, I do not remember that. Like, I remember like
I remember going to the parks all the time, going on hikes all the time, going downtown to go eat all the time. In the cul-de-sac, do you remember our neighbors in front of us?
yeah.
I remember going there all the time.
The ones who stole my webcam.
Well, yes, my webkin, the koala. My favorite webkin was the koala. If you know what webkins are,
Low-key, I kind of want to get
you're
another one just to
superior.
relive that.
You know who has a fucking webkin?
Yeah.
Louise. I saw a koala on his bed.
Tell him to give it to
And
me.
I looked at the foot, and it was a fucking webkin. And I'm like, do you know what you have? He was like, no.
Okay,
He's
well,
like, do you know what a webkin is? He was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
how do you get it?
I have no clue.
This is the real question here.
Yeah. But that was my favorite webkin growing up, was a koala.
I thought you were going to say, like, that period. I guess what? I was like 12 at the time.
When we
So
traveled.
you would have been like 10. Yeah.
I don't even remember me being 10.
You don't remember that?
just
that
sounds
period of
weird.
like us traveling?
Yeah, I would say
I
that
remember
age
that.
too. We used to travel literally. We've been to every single state except
Hawaii and Alaska.
Hawaii and Alaska.
Would you say you're more of an extrovert or an introvert?
I would say a little bit in the middle. But I would say more introverted, to be honest with you.
More what?
Introverted. I try to be an extrovert as much as I can, but sometimes it just doesn't work. And I just stay really quiet.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I feel like you're
Yeah.
outgoing, but like you're also shy at times.
If it's like me and Brooke going out most of the time, I'm probably the most
Yeah, I'd let you do all the
extrovert.
talking.
Yeah, she lets me do all the talking because she's quieter than me.
What was the last TV show you binge watched?
Last TV show I've been watched was Grey's Anatomy.
Have you finished
and
it?
I literally haven't. Have you? Since we moved, I haven't.
No,
continued
since we
watching
moved.
it.
Tyler put it on the other day, and
I haven't been able to get into it like I used to.
but then we had like people over, so he turned it off because he's like, I don't want you to miss it. So I'm on like season 10, but God, there's like what, 18 or 19 seasons,
Yeah.
and they're like 40-minute episodes, so it's super long. What's your go-to guilty pleasure? Because I know you were eyeing those Debbie cakes. Okay, don't even.
Guilty pleasure. Brooke has Debbie cakes in the pantry, and I would say it would be those that are like horrible for you because they have so bad ingredients in them.
Okay, but like I don't eat one like every
Like,
single
they're
night. I'll eat one like maybe like I haven't had one in such a long time.
I snuck one the other night.
You did, I knew your ass fucking would.
I did. Yeah, I would say Debbie cakes for sure.
Actually, this is a good one. Who's your celebrity crush? Because I was watching a video the other day. Who was it? It was some celebrity talking about this.
Oh,
But I just
would
want to
have
hear
think
yours.
about that. My first celebrity crush I know was Shawn Mendes, but I'm not really into him like I used to be.
I haven't listened to him in a long time.
I haven't listened to
I
his
feel like he
music in a
kinda
long
like-
time, but I was horribly in love with him.
I've been talking to you about this a lot because I tell you it's like the best way for me to become rich. Is if you won the lottery, what's the first thing you would do with it?
First thing I would do with it would probably, I feel like buy a home, like flat out, or buy a piece of land. I'm not even kidding.
What's the best concert you've been to?
Billie
Since, you know,
Eilish.
we're in the middle of like ACL right now.
Billie Eilish, we've seen her twice. It was great.
That's because I feel like every time holidays come around, it's always like you can tell on your face. What's the worst gift you've ever received?
Can I call him out? He probably won't watch this.
Oh, I already know what you're talking about.
I feel like he'll just
No, don't.
No?
Just like leave the name anonymous.
Okay, I'll leave the name. Do you know?
I know
what I'm
exactly
talking
what you're
about?
talking about.